Hi guys, I'm at my little house and this is Laura at Laura Talk Softer. And the reason I am Laura Talk Softer is because sometimes I talk loud because, you know, I have to talk over people sometimes throughout my life. I'm just kidding. Anyway, we are here because I told my honey bun he wants to cook his bananas, which in his language is called matoke. It is one of 3 words that I have learned in 21 years in his language. So let me show it to you.
I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you.
Oh, he's going to show it. This is the matoke. It's bananas. Some people call them Hawaiian bananas.
No,
They are,
these
okay.
are bananas from Uganda.
Oh, these are bananas from Uganda.
Produce of Uganda. See it in the flag?
Oh, yeah, it has that peacock. Anyway, so we're here and he's cooking here because at my mama's house, it is just too hot. Our weather has warmed up here in Northern California and it's going to be too hot for him to cook that there. So I said, let's just go over here and use the kitchen here. I have been painting and stuff. You know, I've shown how I've painted the outside. It's a manufactured / mobile home. Some people refer to it as a trailer and a trailer park. And that's just very outdated terms. It's a manufacturing home community. And I live in a manufactured home, but you can call it whatever you want. It's my home and it's our home and it's 100% paid for. But unfortunately, we do not own the land that it sits on. And it is in California and real estate here is gold. Let me pause. So here we are at the stove. It is a gas stove. Oh, shit. You know, when a man doesn't listen to you about stuff, like I brought oven mitts, and he decides to not pick up stuff, you know, I don't know if you caught that. It's just, he's a, you know. Now, the pan, when you boil water in a pan and it's metal, it conducts heat. So don't pick up the handles with your fingers. Oh, God. I had to come here to make sure everything's right. Now, unfortunately, what? Okay, he's looking at me like I'm talking about him like he might be of limited mental capacity, of which many men can be at times. I think the steps of processing that you're coming over here to cook, but this is not, everything isn't here to cook. Like, okay, I do have oven mitts, but you need this, that. Okay, let me pause and flip.
Can I? Okay. Okay, now what are you trying to say? I have somebody on the phone though, but go ahead.
You're explaining your matoke.
Yeah.
You showed what not to do with a metal pan.
Yeah.
You know, so this is hot.
No, this one I turned it out.
So this is my low temperature waterless cookerware,
Now you can explain
cookingware that he does not operate in a functional way. It is Kitchen Craft, made in America. It was the West Bend company. It's been a point of contention with us. He married into, you know, we got married as like grown adults, already had children. We were never planning on having children together type thing. But we have a you know, our own, you know, well, whatever. Am I recording this really? Yes, I am. Okay. So this is waterless cookware. And I bought it in 2003. And I had yet not... I don't even think met him yet. I had been talking to him on the phone. Now, he doesn't like me to talk about that. I had talked to him on the phone. He was provided great comfort during a lot of emotional trauma at the time in my life. And he doesn't like me to talk about that because I am a stable, well-functioning woman who lives in California, who has her life together. Well, anyway, I was a hot mess. But there are some men, it seems like, you know, maybe they gravitate towards a hot mess. But I was a hot, temporary mess, and I'm just usually normally just like a warm little mess. So he's using this low-temperature cookware inappropriately. That's all I can say, but I just let him do it. You burned your fingers, you should run them under cold water. Let me help this man. You know, the more I've been married to him, the more dependent he has become on me, and it seems like he's lost the ability to think. So apparently he doesn't know when you burn your fingers, you need to immediately run under cold water. Keep running it.
It's enough.
No, your fingers are cooking.
It's enough. I'm African.
Okay, that explains it. It's about he's African. Well, I'm a white woman. We were the conquerors of the world at one time. I am of Portuguese, Italian, and German descent. We ruled the world. Okay, bunch of colonizers. Anyway, I'm joking, kind of joking. I don't know. I don't know what my family history was, whether we enslaved or were slaves or all that. I have a feeling I was of peasant stock because of my body build. Definitely peasant stock. I wasn't descended from little petite women, I don't think, unless we just grew because we ate protein or something. I don't know. So there he sits here. He's speaking in his native language of Luganda, of which in my 21 years with him, I have learned a couple words. Matoki equals banana. Tata is dad. And Sabo is sir. And then there's some phrase he says to me when he's annoyed, but he says there's no bad language, and I'm not going to repeat that phrase.
We don't have any profanity in my
Yeah, they have no profanity. They have no profanity. They have no crime. They have no.
I didn't say that. We don't have a word of profanity in my language. We use.
So you don't have a word like bullshit.
No, we don't. We call people stupid. Just stuff like that. You're stupid. You're like a goat. You're like a sheep. That's how we say.
So you're like a goat.
No, we don't use words like bitches. We don't have those words. We don't.
Well, bitch is a female dog.
No, but those are your words.
That's not my word.
We don't have words like prostitute. We don't. We don't call women. I mean prostitute.
Okay, that's one thing that I know that they don't do. I'm looking at the time. They don't call their women like their baby's mama. If their baby's mama, they're called a wife.
Yes.
They don't, so.
We don't have those.
How many wives do you have?
Companion. We don't have stuff like that. No, we don't have.
He didn't hear that.
No, I did, but that's kind of not so good here. But let me tell you.
I don't care. Because I'm what wife am I am? I'm the number one wife.
But regardless, like I said, you guys.
He's not Muslim. We are both Catholic.
That's why when you blurt out, I'm like.
Kind of not exactly practicing.
What are you talking about?
I said we're both Catholic when I said which wife am I?
I am a practicing Catholic.
He is a practicing Catholic.
Yes.
Who believes apparently in the death penalty. What do you think about the death penalty, young man? Do you think people should be put to death?
No.
Do you believe in vigilante law?
No.
Yes, you do.
No, I
Such
don't.
bullshit. Bullshit.
Whenever I ever said that I believe in the death penalty, I've never said that. Even when Obama killed Gaddafi, I was offended.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We should not be killing leaders.
Because I don't believe, regardless of anybody, I do not believe in.
What about Saddam Hussein?
I do not believe in the murdering of Saddam.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So he just likes to always take the opposite of me? Because when those times were rolling, he had a different opinion.
No, here's what I said. That when people commit crimes, enough is enough. Put them away. I've always said that. But I've not said take them out. I've not said that.
Yeah, that's true.
I've never ever.
Okay, that is true. Because when I make comments about how I feel like I would unalive somebody just out of like that, it would be a temporary insanity plea for sure. Those people who, hurt somebody's child or something. It would be immediate.
And here's the other thing. I'm not a wish-washer. I saw it, but I really didn't see it. No, if I saw it, I say I saw it. I'm not like a lot of people, you know what? Maybe I didn't really see it. No.
Okay, we have this thing. I can see something, and we can all see something. We might not see everything that is there. And so I don't like to come quick to judgment. I have actually been in a police lineup. I'm not me in the police lineup. I have been presented with a police lineup, and I said, I cannot honestly identify the person.
Yes.
The person that I saw was 350 pounds, about 5'6", and a black man. And he came in and robbed an area where I was at. The person in the lineups, there was one guy that was that big and a black man, and the rest, I kid you not, were about 6 feet tall, 140 pounds.
How come you couldn't figure that out?
And I said, I will not identify somebody in this lineup. I will not. Because if you would have put together a lineup of really big, heavy-set black men, I would have not been able to pick them out. So I said, I refuse this lineup. And then I got called all all kinds of names, but this was before I met him, but that's what I do. I will not participate in that type of bigotry in the criminal justice system. I won't. I won't. I won't. I won't.
I understand, but you know what? But if whatever is saying is, you don't even need to apologize.
I know. I know I did the right thing.
If you know,
I have a moral compass that isn't like perfect. You know, everybody's morals are, you know, based on whatever, but it's like I just couldn't do it.
but I also don't blame the other race for everything. No, I don't.
No, who does? Well, okay, we won't go there. Anyway, so he's cooking matoke, which is a traditional staple in his country, bananas. You know, each country, I think, what is America's staple? Corn and beef, hamburgers, hot dogs.
You don't even know your food.
We grow a lot of rice.
It's called a potato and steak. That's
Oh, steak and potatoes.
I know that. That's your American food.
It's our American food.
You grew up in America.
Living in America. Anyway, so I'm just sharing a little bit of my life. I have diagnosed general anxiety disorder, which came more to fruition after getting married.
When?
Trying to navigate cultural differences, languages differences. What?
The water went cold again. Look, it's so cold.
Don't stick your finger in it. Okay? Bye.
Cold.
It takes time. You don't
I
turn
boil
the
it first.
No, but you don't have to turn up the heat for water to boil. More heat does not mean boil. Just time and patience.
But it was
Time and
boiling
patience. It's
before.
low temperature cookware. It's low temperature cookware. It's not even supposed to be used like this. We have pots and pans, and these are specialty. I like to take care of my stuff. I'm not a like extravagant rich person, and if I was a rich, like I am a rich person. I am rich in character and I'm rich in love, but I'm not like, you know what I mean? I'm not Warren Buffett, but even Warren Buffett, I respect that man. He lives in the same house. What?
You know the sucker that really, the sucker called Clint Eastwood. The guy is.
That's an
filthy
actor.
rich. I know that.
What'd you call him? A sucker?
Yeah, he's a sucker.
A sucker?
Okay. Okay.
Sucker or sucker?
Okay.
Sucker is not a nice
I
word.
know it is.
It isn't.
A bad one.
It's a bad word.
Because those are the ones you when he was.
I'm going to sign off here, and this is just a little moment in communication.
But I said I like him.
How do you like a sucker?
Because in the movies it was like that.
Make my day.
Let me tell you, this guy's down.
Wasn't
to
he
earth.
Dirty Harry?
This guy's down. To
I get
earth.
him mixed up with
He used to
Sylvester
go in
Stallone.
Like in the Western movies
Arnold
and his-
Schwarzenegger?
and his Trump
I'll be back.
That's not a good guy, but he's a good guy.
Do I have food in my teeth?
Let me tell you.
See,
that
he's the
guy-
kind of man, he won't
that
tell me
guy,
if I have food in my
he
teeth.
lives in a very nice, small
Do you have food in my
house.
teeth?
He doesn't live extravagantly. Right?
I do.
He lives happily.
I
He's
ate
94 years
breakfast before we came here, and I don't brush my teeth after eating because it's hard on the enamel, and I have food in my teeth. Now he's doing this. Do that again. This is not staged, but go ahead.
old.
Circle your finger around your head and say, damn white people. And he's going to say, I didn't say damn. He does this, white people. Well, anyway,
They've got a disease.
one of the advantages of being married to somebody from a different culture, I can just say to myself, it's because he's Ugandan. And he can say to himself, it's because she's a white woman. When we are really both seriously have some dysfunctions and we just play well together. Our demons play. We don't have any dysfunctions.
No, we don't.
Anyway, I am Laura at Laura Talk Softer. Not because I talk soft, but because I
Talk what?
talk kind of projected. I don't need a little fuzzy microphone. And I wanted to make a video about fuzzy microphones because they, to me, look like what I would picture, not that I would know. And he's going to say she ain't going to say it. They look like, are you ready? Raccoon balls. What I would think a raccoon testicle looks like. Okay, I got to go. Bye.